No down payment. Invest in the best. Wallside. Schedule your safe at home.
This is the L2C Media Network. And this is Sports Final with Steve the Baxman Baxley. Sports Final is presented by William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting. And now, with the details that makes the headlines in the world of sports edible, Steve the Baxman Baxley. Harry, how are you? Thank you. I'm going to take off the ears because really the control room is hopping tonight. But anyway, hey, what isn't hopping tonight? How you doing, everybody? Welcome to our little strange program. There we go. I think we're ready. And yes, friends, today is Groundhog Day, which means another year of the Bill Murray hit of the same name. Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow, which means two things. One, 6 more weeks of winter, and two, Denny's has a new Grand Slam breakfast special, roasted groundhog, but it's only available in the northern states. That's right. Talk about a nor'easter. Anyway, welcome, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the board.
Let's turn him into a hat. Where'd he go? He's getting away.
Let's kill this off. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't want CBS to give me a copyright strike. This is YouTube. It's not Facebook Live. Anyway, welcome everybody. Let's do this like we know what we're doing, and frankly, we just don't know what we're doing. Well, here we go. As you know, this year's Super Bowl is being held at the Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just happens to be the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be the first Super Bowl that the home team will be in their own facility. However, there's one thing that, well, sort of going to be missing. And here's why. Here it is. The NFL is calling for a Super Bowl ceasefire on Super Sunday by the Buccaneers as we get so close to Super Bowl 55. And by the way, I want to thank coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever the hell you want to call it, for ending one great tradition. You know, every year, the Super Bowl has had their media day. You have media from A to Z, from Nickelodeon to Botswana Broadcasting, asking questions and doing the most outrageous things, asking the most outrageous questions. Well, guess what? Because of the coronavirus, that can't happen. So yet another thing dies out. But at least in this case, you will have fans in the stands, socially distant. You got your network home bases, actually. CBS Sports has their cable networks already here. You've got the local stations pitching their tents. You got Nexstars folks here. But there is something that's also going to be missing. This is, of course, rare instance where Tampa Bay will be playing a home game as they make a bid for their second Lombardi Trophy in franchise history. It's not going to be a home field advantage. In an attempt to keep this a neutral site game, as much neutral as it can get, the NFL is not allowing Tampa Bay to do its traditional touchdown. In other words, the cannons on the famed pirate ship are silent. That's right. The firing of cannons after big plays is a tradition that defines what it means to be a Buccaneer fan and serves as a signature element of our home game experience at Raymond James Stadium. However, we also acknowledge and understand the NFL's tradition. Oh, there, can we get it? Yes. With regards to maintaining the integrity of a neutral site atmosphere for Super Bowl 55. While the cannons may not fire in their typical fashion, we look forward to showcasing parts of our tradition while working within the league's guidelines, end quote. Now, this is the first Super Bowl, the first time in NFL history that any club has managed to reach the Super Bowl in the same year that their stadium will host the big game. So it appears like the league is trying to clear a few hoops and hurdles prior to kickoff. Now, while that may take some of the quirky shine away from this rare happenstancer, the league is simply trying to keep this game as straight down the middle as possible to maintain some weird-ass semblance of neutrality. Now, the Bucs are technically the home team for the Super Bowl, but it has nothing to do with the fact that they're in their own building. It merely has to do with the fact that it's the NFC's turn as both conferences alternate who will be the home team each year. Now that really is only significant as it relates to picking what jersey they want to wear. Everything else, logos on the field, end zone paintings, etc., will all be designed from a neutral standpoint. Of course, if the Bucs do end up defeating Kansas City and win the Super Bowl, there will be plenty of opportunities to set those cannons off in the days and weeks to follow. Oh, golly jeepers. If they don't, well, police be ready just in case. All right. There you go, our first story. Harry, did you do the sponsorship tags? Yes, you did. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's keep going on the NFL little enchilada that we like to call their day, their week, frankly. Eric Bieniemy finds himself in the exact same situation as he did a season ago. The offensive coordinator and his Kansas City Chiefs are about to embark on a Super Bowl bid and are also looking to become the first team in nearly 2 decades to repeat as champions. Not too shabby, right? Well, it's only one side of the coin for Eric, and it's immediately the shiniest. Similar last year, the 51-year-old is also on the outside looking in on taking that next step in his career and becoming a head coach. Despite interviewing for 6 openings around the league during this cycle, clubs decide to go in a different direction away from Bieniemy. The offensive coordinator noted on Tuesday that despite those half a dozen interviews this year and multiple in 2020, things just haven't aligned for whatever reason. Now, he acknowledged that both the job and the person have to connect, and that apparently hasn't happened to this point. Despite his initial hopes, while he may not be a head coach in 2021, Bieniemy is dealing with that disappointment by zeroing in on helping the Chiefs take down the Bucs in Super Bowl 55. Now, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid said he lobbied for Bieniemy throughout the hiring process and now looks forward to hearing why he ultimately wasn't picked up by another club. Reid also added that whomever does eventually land Bieniemy is getting one heck of a coach. That's right. Even Patrick Mahomes saying Bieniemy's praises on Tuesday say that he gives me every single tool that is needed in terms of making sure he is protected. Yes. Now, Bieniemy, as we all know and respect, did add that he wouldn't mind seeing the NFL pushing the hiring cycle to after the Super Bowl, which could help candidates who are currently in the postseason and limited to how much exposure they get during that hiring process as opposed to other coaches. So there you go, friends, Romans, country people. And now we've done 2 headlines. Let's get you to some college hoops. But before we do all that, we have been promising you for now 2 days to do this. It's the AP Top 25 College Basketball poll. And we go down to up, which means number 25, Drake. 24, Purdue. 23, Kansas. 22nd, Florida. 21st, UCLA. 20th, Florida State. Wisconsin, 19. Missouri, 18. West Virginia, 17. Virginia Tech, 16. Creighton, 15. Virginia, 14. Texas Tech, 13. Illinois, 12. Tennessee, 11. Alabama, 10th. 9th is Oklahoma. 8th is Iowa. 7th is Ohio State. 6th is Texas. 5th is Houston. 4th is Michigan. 3rd, Villanova. 2nd, Baylor. And number 1 is Gonzaga again. The battle of the undefeated. 17-0 against 16-0. And with that, the strongest cue as I've ever heard, let's get you to the scores of the NCAA of college basketball. Hoops, there we go. Hoops, there we go. All right, we got 44 seconds remaining. Well, quite possibly the end of the game, but we'll just wait for the official sloth here to pop up. Grazie. Okay, let's go to the lone game that is still in progress right now, and that is number 12 ranked Illinois up 2 on Indiana, 72-70. I wish we had audio, but we don't. So, and I'm not going to call this game just yet. When it goes final, we'll let you know. But right now, speaking of final scores, let's have them. By the way, all the scores we give you, as usual, is sponsored by William Hill Sportsbook, who remind you to let's make it interesting. And, of course, if you do have a little problem with gambling, dial 1-800-270-7177, 1-800-270-7177. With that said, let's go to some final scores. UMBC, Maryland, Baltimore County, beat New Jersey Tech 75-71. Ohio beat Central Michigan 83-69. Workable number. Notre Dame over Wake Forest 79-58. Marquette over Butler 76-7. Buffalo over Ball State 76-58. Eastern Illinois 70-61 winner over SIU Edwardsville. Kent State a 77-68 winner over Miami of Ohio. Maryland over 24th ranked Purdue 61-60. Number 2 ranked Baylor over 6th ranked Texas 83-69. Toledo 91, Akron 76. That's the Spirit. Aha. Ole Miss over number 11 Tennessee 52-50. 17th ranked West Virginia over Iowa State 76-72. Troy over Spring Hill 90-73. Clemson over North Carolina 63-50. Final in overtime, Eastern Kentucky an 86-82 winner over Jacksonville State. Georgia over Auburn 91-86. North Carolina Central over South Kakalaki State 64-63. 8th ranked Iowa. What is wrong with Michigan State? They lost again, but this time it was close. 8th ranked Iowa beat Michigan State 84-78. 23 ranked Kansas 74-51 winner over Kansas State. Morgan State 95-82 over Coppin State. 19th ranked Wisconsin over Penn State 72-56. Nevada over UNLV 72-62. Duquesne over Dayton 69-64. Arkansas over Mississippi State 61-45. USC a 72-66 winner over Samford. Games that were postponed and or canceled, but these were postponements. Utah and Arizona State. George Mason and Richmond. Bowling Green, Eastern Michigan. Navy and Loyola, Maryland. Northern Illinois and Western Michigan. Brigham Young, San Diego. And 20th ranked Florida State and Boston College. Now we give you college. Let's take you to the pros, shall we? No, wait a minute. We don't go to the pros yet. Nope, we don't go to the pros yet. No. Numde plumis. Where is NCAAW? The women folk. They have to be playing. Don't they? Oh, yes, they do. Do we have the ladies? Do we have the ladies scourge here, guys? I like to know. Okay, we'll just bottle our fear and go forth and masticate. There. Okay. Which means eat. Okay. So let's see how the ladies have done, and then we'll give you more headlines, more scores, and just flip over the generous helping of joy and happiness. And we're just waiting for the scores to pop up. Excusez-moi. Happy Groundhog Day, everybody, by the way. Okay. We got some scores for you. We're going to give them to you. Once again, the scores, as I said earlier, sponsored by William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting. And you'll make it interesting on Super Bowl 55. I'll guarantee you that. And of course, if you're having a gambling problem, 1-800-270-7177. 1-800-270-7177. Now we've done that twice, which we are legally bound to do. Let's get you the scores for the ladies. And there is only one game. Holy shamil. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I guess it is one game. 19th ranked Gonzaga, 63-56 winner over BYU. BYU, yes indeed. All right, let's get funky like a proverbial monkey. Ooh, 11:52 right now. We're in a nice clip. Excuse me. Deli. All right. We'll get the NBA scores for you in a moment, but right now we do more headlines, and here we go. The Buffalo Sabres. On Tuesday, the National Hockey League announced that the Buffalo Sabres will postpone their season until at least February 8th due to COVID-19 issues. 2 players on the team have entered the NHL's COVID protocols. So the league, the Players Association, and the team's medical groups made the decision to pause. They will analyze test results for the next few days. As a result of the season pause, the team's facilities have closed until further notice. There is no timeline determined on when the facilities will open at this time. The pause of play could mean issues with the schedule, so the league is looking at making changes to their current slate of games. The NHL is expected to make a decision on next week's games within the next few days. They are not the first team to have their season postponed due to COVID-19 issues. On Monday, the league announced that the New Jersey Devils will not play until at least Saturday, February 6th, because of an increase in COVID absences. Yes. And let's give you some NBA scores, and then we will continue on with our headlines and scores and everything else. But right now, we got a couple of games still proceeding. The others are in final. So right now with 34 seconds, right now we're nearing the end of the third quarter. It's the Utah Jazz 94, Detroit Pistons 75. Just entering the fourth quarter, it is the Boston Celtics by 1 over the Golden State Warriors, 86-85. Raptors beat Toronto Raptors over the Orlando Magic, 123-108. Brooklyn Nets over Los Angeles Clippers, 124-120. Portland Trail Blazers over the Washington Wizards, 132-121. And the Indiana Pacers beat the Memphis Grizzlies, 134-116. Drayton Van Fleet of Toronto in the Magic's game made Raptors and NBA history with a 54-point game. Wow. Ain't that good? Yes, it is. Okay, let's go to the National Hockey League and get you with the scores of that. And a member of the NWHL, the Women's Hockey League, will give you decided they're not going to play. We'll explain that in a moment. Right now, let's get you to the scores. Just started third period. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks are leading the Los Angeles Kings 2-1. And in the second intermission, it's the Edmonton Oilers 4, Ottawa Senators 1. Final scores. Dallas Stars over the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-3. Pavelski for Dallas, 2 goals, 2 assists. Ben from Dallas, 1 goal, 2 assists. And Grigorenko for Columbus, 1 goal and 1 assist. Les Canadiens de Montréal over the Vancouver Canucks 5-3. Weber for Montreal, 1 assist. Toffoli for Montreal, 2 goals and an assist. And Anderson for Montreal, 2 goals. St. Louis Blues. Anyway, St. Louis Blues beat the Arizona Coyotes 4-3. Dunn for St. Louis, 1 goal, 1 assist. O'Reilly for St. Louis, 1 goal, and Dvorak for Arizona, 2 goals. We got more. Winnipeg Jets beat the Calgary Flames 3-2 for Bart. 1 goal for Winnipeg. Kachuk for Calgary, 2 goals. Lewis for Winnipeg, 1 goal. Final in a shootout, the Carolina Hurricanes over the Linda Steel Blackhawks 4-3. We only got 2 to 3 stars reporting in. Fogelli for Carolina, 1 goal, 1 assist, and Stahl, Carolina, 2 assists. Colorado Avalanche beat the Minnesota Wild by a score of 2-1. We have no 3 scores or 3 stars to report for you. And 2 games postponed due to COVID. Sabres, Islanders, Devils, and Penguins. And it's time in this moment of joy and rapture that we take a bit of a pause for a program note. In fact, coming up tonight at midnight on the Rekieta Law channel here on YouTube, it's the usual law-splaining the interwebs with that humble and soft-spoken Minnesota attorney, Mr. Nick Rekieta, and today his subject is Every Good Series Ends as a Trilogy, and he's talking about some email mischief that has been spread around. So catch Nick Rekieta coming up tonight at midnight Eastern Time here on YouTube on the Rekieta Law channel. And if you have a lawyer problem, well, there's no toll-free number to help you. But this is going to be a little fun, won't it? Isn't it obvious to somebody? It's got to be fun. Anyway, let's check, because I do believe this is the week that minor league hockey starts up. And wow, February 5th through 8th. This is going to be good. Okay, let's give you, before we go, check the standings. And you know, we are going to be checking the standings. We have the schedules up, and we're not going to go through all of them. That would take a little long. But with the 2020-2021 season to begin this Friday, the American Hockey League today released a revised schedule of games for the 7 teams in the Pacific Division. Now, the Pacific Division consists of the Bakersfield Condors, Colorado Eagles, the Henderson Silver Knights, the Ontario Reign, the San Diego Gulls, San Jose Barracuda, and the Tucson Roadrunners. Now, the revisions were necessitated by the Stockton Heat's temporary relocation to Calgary for the 2020-2021 season. Additionally, the AHL confirmed that the league's 5 Canadian division teams, Belleville Senators, Laval Rocket, Manitoba Moose, Stockton Heat, Toronto Marlies, will not begin play this weekend. Their schedules will be announced at a later date. Yep. We don't have finals here, do we? No, we don't. We should. Okay, anyway. Let's give a find out here. What games are going where, and whom, and why, and how. We got them all. We know it all. Yes, indeed. So let's see. We have some games for this week to squawk about. If we do, I'd like to hear them. Wouldn't we all like to hear them? I know I would. So we're getting there eventually. Gotta wait for the ticker to pop up, and there we are. We pop them up. Okay, games on February 5th. 1 o'clock, it's Bridgeport at Providence. 7 p.m., Hershey at Binghamton. 6 p.m., Cleveland at Rockford. 7:05 p.m., it's Utica Rochester. The 7 p.m. games, there's 3 of them. Grand Rapids at Chicago, Texas at Iowa, Bakersfield at San Diego. And there's your Friday. We'll give you Saturday's little bon mots of joy tomorrow. But right now, there you go. Friday's games of interest. There's 7 games on that slate, so we'll see them on Friday. Aren't you glad you came to this little broadcast plethora here that we got for you? Okay. Let's give you, because we haven't done this in a while, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's give you the standings as of tonight. And let's do the standings. Let's do the standings. We'll do some more headlines, get some shout outs, and boom. Okay, in the Big Mac Daddy of all Mac Daddies, you know who you are. Dang. Okay. I guess we're doing it this way then. Yes, we are. In the Central Division, Carolina is on top with 6-1-0, 12 points. Florida is next, 6-5-0. No, excuse me, 5-0-1, 11 points. Dallas is in third with 1-1 and 5-1-1, 11 points. Tampa Bay, Dallas, I've already read Dallas, 5-1-1 for 11. Tampa Bay, the defending Stanley Cup champions. 5 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw for 11 points. Columbus, 4-4-3 for 11 points. That's your top 5. Chicago 3-4-4 with 10 points. Nashville 4-5-0 for 8 points, and Detroit 2-6-2, 6 points. In the East, it's Philadelphia with 15 points. We won't go for the wins, loss, or draw. Washington in second with 15. Boston third with 14. Pittsburgh fourth with 11. New Jersey and Buffalo both have 10. Islanders with 8. Islanders and Rangers with 8. And in the North, it's Montreal and Toronto. Literally by percentage points, Montreal on top with 16. Toronto in second with 15. Winnipeg third with 13. Vancouver 12th. I mean, not 12th, but 12 points. Edmonton 10 points. Calgary 9, and Ottawa 3. In the West, St. Louis and Colorado are battling for the top spot. Both have 15 points. Minnesota in third with 12. Vegas in fourth with 11. Los Angeles and Anaheim both with 8. Arizona with 7. And San Jose with 6. All points. Not bad. Not bad when you think about it. And I do think about it. Okay, let's get you some more headlines as we prepare for something I don't know what, but I think we bloked. Yes, we did. What about ladies hockey, guys? No, okay. The alarm of falseness hits us all. Anyway. Okay. Do we have any further? Okay, we got scores for you. Okay, let's give you the National Women's Hockey League. We'll check in with women's college basketball. But we have news for you. Thank you very much. I have some news for you. Of course, the NWHL Isobel Cup semifinals and finals will air live on what will seem to be dead air. Will air on NBCSN. Now, oh yeah, you can also watch games live on Twitch for some fun and excitement. Now, let's see some news from there because there was some big news happening. And, oh, come on. Thank you. Didn't one of the, oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You found it. The Metropolitan Riveters have withdrawn from the 2021 NWHL season after several members of the organization tested positive for COVID-19. The decision to withdraw the Riveters from competition follows the league's medical protocols established for the season. Now, the priority of the National Women's Hockey League is the health of their players, coaches, officials, and staff. The season will move forward with 5 teams, and the league will continue to strictly adhere to the medical protocols to protect everyone's safety. The Riveters and health officials have collaborated to bring every member of the team home in a way that ensures the safety of all parties. And out of abundance of caution, the league is postponing games scheduled for today and will resume play on Saturday, January 30th at noon Eastern Time. You can catch them all on Twitch. And the Riveters, by the way, will be back to compete again in Season 7. So there you go. Nice sort of thing to say, do, feel, touch, Winnie. Hey, it's time now to check our fun little enchiladas we like to call Awful Announcing Media Bites. Let's see, we got some media bites for you. And yes, we do. Love this, but you got more Iron Eagle. The Iron Eagle is going to stick with the Eyeball Network. That's right. Let's rock and roll. Iron Eagle has been with CBS since 1998, and according to Andrew Marchand of the New York Post, Eagle will remain with the Eyeball for many years to come. Marchand writes that Eagle has signed a long-term deal with the network that keeps him there for the foreseeable future. According to Marchand, CBS keeps Eagle as insurance in case things with the NFL, PGA, and NCAA tournament lead announcer Jim Nantz go south. Our friends at Awful Announcing spoke last year that Nantz is seeking a raise on a par with Tony Romo, or as we football fans call him, Romo Damas. Now, by signing Eagle, who calls multiple sports well, NFL, NBA, college basketball, tennis, and golf, and the NBA one, that's, I do believe, Turner. CBS can use him as a hedge in case Nantz walks. Eagle could step into the top spot on the NFL and partner with Romo rather easily. Should Nantz remain and decide to cut the NC2A tournament from his schedule, Eagle can step in as main play-by-play voice. Now, since 2014, Eagle has been the NFL on CBS's B-game announcer, calling one postseason game per season, either with Dan Fouts or Charlie Davis. Next season, Eagle and Davis will call one NFL wildcard game and one NFL divisional playoff game. Eagle is known for elevating his partners, and it's no secret that his partners, big-time partners like Bill Raftery, Mike Fratello, Jim Spinacco, Richard Jefferson, and Sarah Kustok, all have gone on to work nationally at various networks. In addition to his work at CBS, Eagle is currently calling Thursday Night Football on Westwood One Radio, the NBA on TNT, and the Brooklyn Nets on Yes. He also calls the French Open for the Tennis Channel and has been used by CBS to call the U.S. Open. The U.S. Open when CBS had the rights. Now they belong to ESPN. Eagle's work remains popular with fans. He came fourth in the 2020 NFL announcer rankings and topped Awful Announcing's last NBA local announcer poll. I wonder where George Blaha fit on that. Number one, I think. Anyway, let's keep going before we hit the cycle. And for the 20th year in a row, CBS is doing a Super Bowl greatest commercials. Ooh, that's going to be fun. That's right, since CBS does do the Super Bowl this year. Thank you, NBC. Well, there's always a lot of discussion around Super Bowl commercials, and that leads to an interesting CBS broadcast special tomorrow. For the 20th straight year, they're airing a Super Bowl greatest commercial special, with this one hosted by the NFL Today's Boomer Esiason and NCIS Los Angeles' Daniela Rua. That's right. Now, it's going to be an interactive countdown special where viewers will be able to vote live for the top Super Bowl commercials from the past 20 years, Wednesday from 8 to 9 p.m. on CBS. It will also be available to stream live and on demand on CBS All Access. The special is celebrating its 20th anniversary. We've already told you who the hosts are going to be. It's going to be done from SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Now, viewers can watch and vote for their favorite Super Bowl commercials for the past 20 years at www.cbs.com/SBGC. Now, in the special, Rua and Esiason will present some of the most hilarious, heartfelt, and memorable commercials from the past 20 years, and the top two vote getters will advance to the live vote during the broadcast. Then viewers will decide the outcome by tweeting the finalists' hashtags, and the ultimate winner will be revealed at the end of the show. Hello there. There's definitely some appeal here for those interested in the history of the Super Bowl ads, and it's interesting that they're also going to be showcasing some commercials from this year's Super Bowl in advance. For those who are particularly interested in Super Bowl commercials, this could be worth a watch. Now, remember, this year, Budweiser, Planters, and I do believe Coca-Cola will not be a part of it. Are just some of the sponsors that have decided that they're going to sit this one out, and instead, all the money is going to go to the first responders of this pandemic we are living under. So there ye be. That's right. Okay, let's keep going. And going and going and going. All right. The NBA is utterly determined to play an all-star game. Yay. And if you happen to have AT&T DirecTV and you're hoping to see the Super Bowl, you might want to check to see if you are you got Hulu, because AT&T has said, AT&T and DirecTV, Seattle, Dayton, Eureka, Yuma, your CBS affiliates are bye-bye. That's right. Hulu may be your only choice, or of course, if you have cable. Well, there you go. That's right. The dispute is with Cox Media Group-owned stations, and 14 of them are now off of AT&T's package, as well as DirecTV's. And that leaves 4 CBS affiliates not carried on AT&T TV packages, notably considering that CBS has Super Bowl 55. Stations affected are the following. We'll give you a listipu, or we're doing it right now, okay. Those affected in the shutdown are KLAX, the ABC station in Alexandria, Louisiana, WSB in Atlanta, WFXT in Boston, WSOC Charlotte, WAXN Charlotte, WHIO Dayton, KVIQ Eureka, KIEM Eureka, KPVI Idaho Falls, WFOX in Jacksonville, and WFOX.2 in Jacksonville, KVMU in Medford, Oregon, KFBI in Medford, Oregon, WHBQ in Memphis, WFTV and WRDQ in Orlando, WPXI in Pittsburgh, Cairo in Seattle, Caillou in Spokane, Koki in Tulsa, KMIT in Tulsa, KFFX in Yakima, and Kaima, KYMA in Yuma. And, oh boy, this does not seem to be ending well for AT&T and or DirecTV. Let's put it this way. Yipe. Anyway, I think that's, that'll do it for the awful announcing portion of our broadcast. We got the scoreboards coming up. But as we do most often when time permits us, and time does permit us to do it, we say hi to our friends. Romans, countrymen, lend us your ears. And here they are: Christina Peterson, Darren Brown, Yvonne Marie, Angela Peterson, Tony Pickrell, Brian Mann, Harold Robbins, Kathy Schroeder, Jay the Brain Man, Anne Marie Man, Yuki Tanaka, Matthew Nichols, Jerry Nichols, Nancy Nichols, Matt Zivich, Ricky Pickrell, Alan Obroff, Bruto Metzler, Jimmy Jam, Rebecca Pauley, and my mom, my cat Uno, who is somewhere within the bounds of voice.
What's your mom?
My mom, Sharon Baxley, of course, who speaks behind. We also say hello to Brenda Gaminsky and all the ships at sea. Jamery J. Keaton, of course, Julia Yarborough. We also say hi to Jamie D, to Angel Orsini. How you doing? Good to see you. Brenda Dixon, Silver Harapetian, all my good friends on Facebook. Let's intro ourselves over to the Twitter. The Twitter audience we say hi to with earnest respect. And we also say hi to my friends on Twitch, on Minds, and on Gab as well. As, of course, on Instagram and on the best gram in the free world. That is, of course, TikTok. And hello, Linda Steele. How you doing? Great to see you. Looking very well as usual. Mia St. John, Amy Hayes, Frida Hayes, Morris Hayes, Stacy Hayes, Alexines, Lydia Cornell, Kellyanne Collins, Mandy Summers, Fizz Giggity, Stacy Hayes, Audrey Dahlgren, Keza Noble, Jade Spider-Man, Pete Gilmore, Wyatt Holiday. How you doing? Lena Gwynn, Crashdown. How you doing? LaRon Hickman, and a few more folks that we say. Casey Lennox, Greg Henson. How you doing, Shroots? Travis Ola, Peephole Circus, Charlie's London. And if that's not enough, why have we got more? Stone Loki, how you doing? Nick Mantis, Ola, Malena, Ola. Alicia Biggio, how you doing? Sierra Sirchi, Peter Oeda, Luisa Fernanda, and all the good folks that love and respect each other. We all do. My respect to them is always flowing round and round. Anyway, that is such. And we go now to the soccer report, which is nothing but soccer scores, courtesy of our friends at the Double BC, as in BBC. So let's get to our little soccer report. We start first with the Premier League, boys. Premier League, thank you. Sheffield United over West Bromwich Albion, 2-1. 2-1 also final score. Wolverhampton Wanderers beat Arsenal by that. Manchester United played a game with Southampton. I don't think they showed up. Manchester United wins 9-0. Crystal Palace over Newcastle United, 2-1. In the Scottish Premiership, Livingston over Aberdeen, 2-0. Hibernian and St. Mirren, 2-1. Celtic beat Kilmarnock, yeah. Celtic won 4-0. Championship, Millwall, Norwich City, and Wycombe Wanderers and Birmingham City all ended in a 0-0 tie. Sheffield Wednesday beat Bournemouth 2-1. Nottingham Forest beat Coventry City 2-1. In League One action, Swindon Town over Wigan Athletic 1-0. Blackpool over Northampton Town 2-0. Portsmouth over Charlton Athletic 3-1. Crewe Alexandria over Shrewsbury Town 1-0. Accrington Stanley whipped Bristol Rovers 6-1. In League Two, Forest Green Rovers over Carlisle United 2-1. Crawley Town and Leyton Orient tied at 0. Exeter City over Stevenage, 1-0. In the EFL Trophy for Northern Group D, Sunderland over Milton Keynes Dons, 3-0. Oxford United over Wimbledon, 3-1. Tranmere Rovers over Peterborough United, 2-1. Hull City and Lincoln City ended up in a 1-1 tie, but on penalties, Lincoln City won 4-3. National Soccer League, it was Aldershot Town 2, Barnet 1, Eastleigh 1, Wrexham 1, Sutton United over Stockport County 2-0, Boreham Wood over Weymouth 1-0, Altrincham over Torquay United 2-1. National League North did not play. National League South did not play. Irish Premiership, Larne over Glenavon 4-1. Dungannon Swifts over Ballymena United 1-0. Coleraine and Cliftonville tied at 2. Crusaders over Glentoran 1-0. Linfield over Portadown 3-0. Spanish Copa del Rey, Seville over Almere 1-0. In the German DFB Cup, it was Werder Bremen over Güterfurt 2-0. Borussia Dortmund a 3-2 winner over Paderborn. Rot-Weiss Essen over Bayer Leverkusen 2-1. Holstein Kiel and Darmstadt tied at 1, but Holstein Kiel won 7-6 on penalties. Italian Coppa Italia, Juventus over Inter Milan 2-1. In the Brazil Series A, Botafogo and Palmeiras tied at 1. Danish Superliga, Randers FC and AC Horsens 3-0 Randers. Aarhus on the middle of the street, and Vejli ended up in a goose egg tie in Portugal. Pacos de Ferreira defeated Gilvince 2-1 in Turkish Superliga. Fenerbahce defeated Hatayspor 2-1. Kayserispor and Kasımpaşa tied at 1. Galatasaray defeated Istanbul Başakşehir 3-0. And I think that's about it. We've hit the mark. Yes, we did. We don't even have. We have hit the mark, and the mark has hit us back. We have other scores to give you, but we are going to have to do that tomorrow. Sports leftovers, we call it. So the scoreboard is going to be filthy big by tomorrow. So we thank you folks for tuning in. We usually would go beyond, but unfortunately that lovely little thing called Reels beats in. So we got to say our good nights. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will come back at you tomorrow at 11:35 Eastern, 8:35 Pacific, right here on youtube.com/Lugnet6. And I'm going to try to get this here just right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports for everybody here on Sports Final. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Good night. And as always, we bring you blessings. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.